This is Jamie Steinberg with Starry Constellation Magazine. This is such an intense and another epic role for you, Alexander. I'm just, you always, I think, go for the adrenaline maybe of a character. Was there something about Ish or the arc
I
that
just
drew you to be a part of it?
don't know what's wrong with me. I'm maybe just sick. I said I need to just do like a nice rom-com in Hawaii
No,
after
you don't.
this. No. Um, it was the fact I so appreciate you saying that. It was the fact that I count my blessings every day. I've just been so lucky to get to tell these like epic tales and show this epic growth in characters, and nothing comes close to how the depth I've had to go for this show. The book just was so profound and captivating and almost biblical. And what I loved so much about this show was that when you hear post-apocalyptic, you think monsters and zombies, but this show, the monsters are within. It's about people. It's about what would actually happen in this sort of a scenario. How would you survive? How would you muster up the courage and the purpose that would
Yeah.
be needed to survive something like this? And who would you survive it with? And what ends are you willing to go to protect that? And I'm so lucky to have the incredible Jessica Frances Dukes at my side throughout all of this because she was just not only just a rock for me personally, but she's the heartbeat of the show. And it was just an unbelievably gratifying experience.
I mean, in the story, Emma is portrayed as a strong, fearless, maternal leader. Was there anything, Jessica, that you added to this portrayal that wasn't there in her breakdown?
I think, who I am at my core, um, with all the flaws and all the imperfections, I think added into her, you have to bring yourself to it. You have to ask yourself, who are you in this situation? You have to look at yourself and go, okay, what do I actually feel about this? What would I actually do in this situation? Where would I actually be? And I think that one of the biggest things that I learned from Emma, is that when you strip everything away, you are so powerful. You're just as important as who you are with all the things you deem important that you put on you. So I hope that she also shows that to the world. I hope she also allows women to fall in love with themselves, regardless of how they look, what age they are. Just she's just such a strong being, and I just really learned a lot from her. And I hope that everybody receives what I received from her.
Do you think, Alexander, that maybe Emma would have been a better leader than Ish? I mean, she has a
I,
different leadership.
I,
Jessica's like,
absolutely
yes, let's hear this.
do. I do. I think that Emma, but in a weird way,
They do it together.
but in a way, she kind of is,
Mhm.
right? Like just because Ish might be the at the forefront, so much of what he does is because of Emma, and I think through her, he learns more about who he is and who he should become. Yeah.
Jessica?
You know, um, I do think they lead together. I think that because of who they are, because of how they met, because of what they've been through, um, there is no doubt that she's going to back him up, even if she knows he's wrong. But then at night, what I love is the scenes that we get from them when she's like, you're wrong, right? And they have to face each other and they have to face themselves. And he comes back at her with like, you're wrong about this. And the conversation that they have is just brilliant. But it's two people going, I am protecting what we have and what our future is. And they have very different ideas of how to do that. And sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong.
And I do think it's because of both of them that they thrive.
Yeah.
Like I think that Ish, though he can be overly distrustful at times, sometimes clearly you needed
You
that,
need it.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, both of you are just exceptional in this series. So thank you so much for your time exploring it. We'll get you that rom-com, Alexander. I think you need a little bit of downtime coming up here from Vikings to wrestling. I mean, you just need a softer flick at some point.
One of these days. Uh,
One of these days.
oh, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.